There was a bit of difficulty. In fact, I don't know if anybody mentioned it in the Discord, but by the time that you guys Div 1 had started their qualifying, we were still waiting on like 4 or 5 people, so that kind of showed up during the quali session.
Oh, really?
A couple technical difficulties, not on my end, but I think one person's controller started acting up and they crashed under safety car and retired 2 cars out of that. We only finished with 12 cars on track.
How many?
So 12.
Oh, okay.
One was, pretty much all of them were DNFs, except one, I think, got disqualified for some reason, but...
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's a good race, though. No complaints.
Okay. JC, hey, how's it going, man? Good to see you. I'm actually joined tonight with Hotspot, our Div 2 announcer. So be sure. Yeah, exactly. You've seen JC. He races in Div 2.
Yeah.
He got
yeah, that's right. I remember yesterday. I don't remember how he did. I can't remember if he. I don't even remember, to be honest.
I know last week
he was doing good for a while, but JC, he had a good race at Australia, I think, and then yesterday was kind of tough, but
yeah, he ended up getting a podium stripped away from him in Australia.
Yeah,
but still, I'll show you this. One of our up and coming drivers, we can say JC is. Pork chops, how's it going?
I tell you who impressed me the most yesterday was Jinnit to win. It started 14th, ended up finishing second, and strategized around his time penalties super well. That's also fresh after sweeping last Friday's event, so I think I'm definitely going to be looking out for him this week as well. I think, honestly, just from looking at what he did yesterday, granted, my apologies for the video not being up yet, we just had everything in the world go wrong today, but I think he's probably... In that race yesterday, he was definitely the most aggressive, but he was doing it so cleanly. Like, he was taking people up the hill into turn 2 and, like, getting around them, no wrecks, no anything. It was super impressive from him. Other than that, I mean, that was the highlight of that race. A lot of carnage, but it ended up being okay. I think a really good race yesterday. I'm not sure how the Div 1 race went. Haven't heard anything from it, but here we go. 4 lights, 5 lights. And we're underway. Tim Lee, out to a good start so far. Joik Fishing right behind him as they head down into 1. Who's going to get the advantage? We've got Random Sirius there trying to sneak his way into the middle. Currently almost 3 wide going into the corner. Oh, that's contact. Joik Fishing's gone around after collision with Tim Lee, and now the field's just spread everywhere. So drama already. Tim Lee's going to walk away coming out of, I believe that's... Hold on, my map. Just yet. As they head into turn 4, he's currently got the lead Super Ninas behind him. About a second back. Chaotic start already.
Ooh, P-Man brakes really late and smashes into the back of Asenik there. Not what you want to see. He's pulled off and let a bunch of drivers go. Tim Lee has gotten quickly overtaken.
Crazy Cadets in the dirt over in going into turn 6. He's having a little trouble getting it back under control.
Money Matt goes off as well. Jacko did go on the inside line of Jinnit to win it there. Jinnit goes for Yolmir as he's working his way through the crowd here.
Here's JC into the chicane of 14 and 15 here. I believe he's just overtaken Jinnit to win it there a couple corners back. Jinnit, though, going to certainly be looking to get an overtake coming out of 16. And, here he goes around the left-hand side. Blows past him. Great overtake
those,
there from Jinnit.
Yeah, those soft compound tires really helped him out of that final turn there of 16. And actually, there you go, Yolmir sending it to the inside as well, getting overtaken on JC Blackley.
Tim Lee's gone off in turn 1, or turn 2. I think he may have made contact with Austin here, that I'm spectating, currently 4th. Tim Lee, who had a good start to the race despite the contact on the first lap, was out to a little bit of a lead. I'm not too sure what happened to him, but he's back into falling back to 12th.
So we're
As
looking
you see Random Serious possibly looking to get on the end of Super Ninas here. They head down the stretch into turn 10.
So the soft tire strategy looks to be the earliest time to come in is on lap 6. I'm on with Asnick. He is on the softs, as is Spoolin Dub also. Asnick finds a way around the outside into turn 3. Spoolin still able to hold on, still trying to send it around. Asnick tries to hold on to that turn, and Spoolin unfortunately doesn't give Asnick the line, and then Jinnit capitalizes on the whole ordeal, and now it looks like Spoolin cut off the rest of the pack there of Jacko and JC as he goes into the pits, or he's crapped out actually.
Random Serious and Super Ninas here up in first and second having a good battle. Super Ninas went a little bit wide over in turn 14, but then Random Serious made a bit of a slip coming out of turn 16. So that gap that is pretty much stayed the same, but we should be seeing a pass for the lead here any corner now. As got someone else off in turn 2.
Asnick was trying to size up Jacko into turn 4 there, but it just didn't seem like there was enough room for him to take a lunge. Thinks about going around the outside into 5. Opts to get alongside of him, but not enough for him to stick that, as he's still trying to work on Jacko for 5th place here.
Here comes Random Serious, trying to send it into turn 10. Breaks a little too late. Super Ninas is going to get lucky on that one as they head back up into 11 and 12. So far holding on to the lead. Yellow flag over in 2 again. Is that Crazy Cadet back there? Yes, Crazy Cadet and Feeman's actually had a little bit of contact there. Crazy Cadet's going into the sand.
Jack was actually into the pit as well, so he must have sustained some sort of damage there, as he looked to actually be slowing up Asnick quite a bit, and he was losing quite a bit of time to the driver in front of Mjolnir.
Got Monkey Mafia going to be overtaking Money Matt going into, I believe this is turn 1 here. We're on the right-hand side. Money Matt's going to somehow come away with that position. That's good defensive driving from him, as now they head through 3, and Money Matt's gone way off track there, pretty much given Monkey the position, as they now head through turn 4 and into 5 eventually. As we got, who's that on the inside? That's Kaz.
Yeah, Kaz gets an overtake done just around turn 4 there, as once again Money Matt goes off wide.
I wonder if Money Matt's got a little bit of damage. I can't see if he does. Yeah, he does have a little bit on the right-hand side. You can tell he's...
Asnick actually lost control there and was into the wall. He's picking himself back up here, waiting for some drivers to go by, but he's gone all the way down the grid now into 10th place.
And as I was saying, Money Matt's got a little bit of damage on the right-hand side. That's probably why he's been going wide in a couple of these corners. You can tell that car is currently a handful at the moment, slowly starting to fall behind Kaz and Monkey Mafia, who's now a couple seconds ahead of him.
Looks like we got a lead change here as Random Serious goes on the inside line into turn 1 and gets a clean overtake done, but Super Ninas is right back as Random kind of misses his braking line a little bit and gets in contact with Super Ninas, and both actually go off.
So both the leaders have taken themselves out here. Interesting. Bold strategy, Cotton. As Jinnit to win, it's taken the lead. Let's see. Jinnit has, again, and we saw this yesterday in the Div 2 race, also making up 10 spots since the start. Jinnit's currently sitting in first place. I'm not sure how he keeps cutting through this field with ease like that and just avoiding all the carnage, but he's certainly, whatever it is that he's doing, keep doing it, because he's in the lead yet again.
Yeah, exactly that. He just seems to find the gaps, and he just understands when to take that lunge, that leap, I guess. I'm on with Super Ninas as he's trying to work JC Blackley in sectors 3 here as they come into turn 13 up through the final chicane of 14 and 15. It's really important here for Monkey to get a good run out of turn 16, but he seems like he lost all of his momentum in that chicane, and does have DRS, but he is very far back. Random Serious, one of the leaders in this race, into the pits.
Pit window, as you saw, now open for the medium tires, so I assume we'll be seeing a couple takers here as we see Random Serious going into the pits now as we speak. Front wing replacement for him. Random Serious was having a good race going and took up a bit of damage. He's lost 9 spots since the beginning. Well, this could actually help him in his favor because if he catches up a little bit now, he'll be able to catch everybody out on the strategy. So this could actually be okay for him. Maybe we could see him within the top 10.
Exactly that. It's kind of worked into an undercut for him here, and I've been looking at that gap between Jin and Yolmir here, and Yolmir's been slowly taking off some time from Jin, as Jin's on those soft tire compound that he started from the race, and Yolmir actually opted for the mediums to start this race.
Here's Kaz trying to make an overtake around Monkey Mafia as they head through the chicane of 11 and into 12. Almost had him on the left-hand side, but he had to back off in order to make a collision. That's smart from him, as they now head into 14 and 15. As it looks like Kaz is going to be taking his pit now.
Which is kind of awesome. These are only 5-lap old mediums. So did he pit to start this race?
I think he could have. I don't know if it was him or somebody else, but I remember there was a little bit of contact on the start there. I'm trying to remember where he was to start. Janet to win it. Now this is interesting. He's done the same thing yesterday. He's taking kind of a later strategy than normal. He's opted to stay out so far. Going to be taking the later stop in this pit window. As we saw yesterday in the Div 2 race, he did that same kind of thing where, as everybody else was on fresh mediums, he was still on about 15 lap old medium. So I guess maybe his strategy is to just kind of build up enough of a lead here and hopefully, try to make that, try to reduce his workload coming out of the pits, but he's going to stay out on this lap again. Currently still on the softs, as he now 7 laps old, but what else do we have? We got Super Nunes trying to make a move on JC. Nope, Super Nunes is going to opt to go for the pits this time. So I'm noticing here...
Ooh, we have a car off.
Oh yeah, we do. That's Crazy Cadet, I believe.
Yes,
in the wall.
Right, and that brings out, as of right now, I think it's just a VSC.
No, we've got a full safety car now.
It is
what
a
it
full
looks
safety
like.
car.
So this was this is interesting. Out of the top 7 cars right now, as we see, Super Nunes has just pit for fresh mediums. Everybody's on old tires except for Majako, who's now on 3-lap old mediums. But prior to that, most of the top 5 now is on 7-lap old tires. So even if this safety car is pretty much a free pit stop, that is, I don't know if this has helped him or what, but interesting stuff there. Usually I'd be trying to pit a little bit earlier.
It should be a free pit stop for Jin and possibly also for Yolmir. I don't think they're going to lose their position to Jacko. Because with it being a safety car, it'd be in the best interest for JC and Monkey Mafia to come in right now.
God.
Yeah, so Jin's into the pits. Yolmir as well.
Bit of a lockup going into the pits there for Jin to win it. I don't know if that was I'm not sure about that, but
And look at JC. JC's also going to opt into the pit. Monkey Mafia as well. So now all the cars in this race have pit. So yeah, Majako still hasn't started down the back straight yet. So it was virtually a free pit stop for Jinnit and Yul. Jacko should come back out in 3rd. We're just gonna just curious about where JC and Monkey Mafia are gonna find themselves.
now Jacko's pit a little bit early. He's on 4-lap old mediums now, so and he's actually found himself up to 3rd place.
We actually have a little bit of a race into turn 1, and JC and Super Ninas bump. I'm not sure if Super Ninas took any damage. Doesn't look like it. But that, I'm not sure if you caught that, but JC and Super Nines were racing down into turn 1 as JC was coming out of the pit lane, and Super Nines was coming into turn 1 from the straight. JC comes out in 4th place. Oh, I keep forgetting. Fork, safety cars in the chat, 100%. Oh, and I've actually been reminded, or I wasn't actually reminded, I reminded myself actually, that tomorrow we're going to be running our Division 3 Scout Series, I guess it'll be called. I'm actually not sure what it's exactly called, but yeah, so we've actually grown Thursday night into 3 divisions. So you get your Division 1 live on Twitch at 6:30 Pacific, 9:30 Eastern, hosted by Crash McQueen, which is I and my good pal Stat, and then as well as Div 2, which is hosted and posted straight to YouTube by my new good friend now Hotspot here, as he records it and then edits it all and then throws it right up onto the YouTube page. Now we've worked our way down into Division 3 for some new drivers to try and work their way up the Midwest ranking. So be sure to tune into that. I'm not sure if I'll be hosting that tomorrow, I guess. Monkey Mafia is setting it all up, but if I'm not commentating on it, then I believe Monkey Mafia will. So be sure to tune into that as well. I think it goes at 1 Eastern tomorrow afternoon, afternoon or morning, depending on where you are in the world.
Yeah, and I'm really excited for tomorrow as well, because I'm pretty sure most of the drivers in this, I guess, scout race tomorrow have had experience in leagues before, so this is actually a good crop of drivers we got coming into Div 3. So it's very exciting stuff, actually. Div 3, for now, I don't think will be broadcasted, but that probably will change in the future. Is that right? I'm not saying anything wrong here, am I?
We don't have much plans for that as of right now, but maybe if we can find someone else to virtually do what you're doing, but as of right now it stands that won't be actually broadcasted. But it's just another league that Midwest F1 has grown into. So, but a couple of familiar faces is Money Matt will be in there, Will M from F2, you might recognize the name there. Jin's actually going to be racing in there as well, so Jin will have a full-time seat in Div 3 and have to try and work his way up the rankings. See if he can get himself into the illustrious Midwest F1 Div 1. I did see I think, yeah, safety car is going to come in this lap. Yolmir I'm on board with right now. He's got the soft tire compound. You got to imagine off the start, he's got the advantage on Jinnit to win it, but he won't have DRS going down the straight for the first couple of laps here. That being 2 since the race restart. Just going to have to see when Jinnit decides to let loose. He's still trying to get those tires warm. And there he goes. He gets off pretty decently. Doesn't lose Yolmir all too much here.
Down into the straight now. We got Yolmir still kind of hanging behind Jinnit to win it. Majako might possibly be trying to make a move as we got an incident in front stretch. That's Tim Lee, who is something's happened to him as he just crashed. Well, he's gone invisible here, so I'm assuming something's happened to him. So you got Yolmir now possibly trying to kind of creep up to Jinnit to win it. Yolmir does have the softs on, so that's clearly the advantage, as you said earlier. I'm worried about Majaka, who are currently sitting third. He's got 6-lap-old mediums. I don't know if that's going to hurt him or not, but for now he's staying solid in third place. As we get another yellow flag in 2. That's Crazy Cadet is in the gravel.
We actually got Joey Fishy and Money Matt were wheel to wheel as I get a dreadful camera angle there. And Kaz actually gets an overtake done on Nolasco and Joaquin. So still some fighting in the back of the pack there.
Yolmir's picked himself up a 3-second time penalty. Must have been recently. I don't know if he's made collision or just cut a corner or something, but he's picked up 3 seconds. So certainly not what he wanted. As we see now, Jinnit's almost picked up a second gap between him and Yolmir. Jaco's only a half second back to Yolmir as they head down into Turn 1. I assume once they have the DRS next lap, that's going to be a tighter battle for second. As we see Super Ninas trying to work on JC Blackley more as they head into turn 3. This is going to be tight if you go wide in this corner, which Super Ninas has gone a little bit too wide there and lost a little bit of ground as they now head into turn 4. Who else we got going on? We got a position change 11th. I believe Kaz has overtaken Joe Egg Fishing. And Majaka is showing actually some pretty good pace despite being on old tires. He's kept himself within a second of Yolmir as they head down into turn 10 here. Well, Yolmir's got a bit of a walk-up going into the corner.
Superninas gets a little bit too heavy on the throttle there and nearly spins out just after turn 10, but is able to hold on. But by doing so, he brings Random Serious right into his gearbox as they come around. Random Serious taking a much cleaner racing line through that 14-15 chicane. DRS is now going to be open in this race, but Serious goes a little bit too wide, finds himself on the gravel, and now he's going to have to fight Monkey Mafia into turn 1. But it doesn't look like it's going to be much of a fight, and Super Ninas actually overtakes JC into turn 1 as well.
Oh, this is going to be tight. Oh, they touch a little bit.
And Super Ninas is able to make the move stick.
Tim Lee's picked up a 3-second time penalty. He's up to 23 seconds worth of penalties now.
Random Series sends it right around the outside and gets the overtake redone on Monkey Mafia for 6th place. A lovely move there. Monkey looking to come back, gets right into the side of Random a little bit there, but maybe being a little over-aggressive. And now he's got Narniel to battle with. As Narniel sends it around, and now he's got the inside line into 8 and gets an overtake done. Monkey Mafia losing out in another position, unfortunately. I didn't notice there, but Jacko actually got an overtake done on Yolmir. I'm sorry, did you catch that either?
Honestly, no, I didn't. I was kind of looking at Yolmir's got, well, a couple corners ago. I don't know if that it must have just happened because I was just looking at Yolmir has put 2 seconds between himself and Super Ninas in 4th place. Remember, he's got a 3-second time penalty, so I'm personally watching that because I think last lap as they were going through the DRS zone, he had that 3-second gap. So we're going to see if he can keep that as there's a good battle here from about 5th to 8th right now. 4th to 8th as well as Random Serious trying to close the gap on Super Ninas.
JC goes a little bit
JC's
wider.
A little wide, yeah.
Around turn 3 and has opened up the door for Narniel as they go wheel to wheel around turn 4. JC's doing a good job of sticking it, but looks like Narniel's going to hold out. JC gets into him a little bit, and then he ends up having to give that position back. Narniel moves up into 6th now, but loses out a decent bit of time on Random Serious.
Not only has JC had to give that position back, he's also picked up a 3-second time penalty for apparently cutting that corner.
Super Ninas gets way too late on the braking and pushes Yolmir through that slight hairpin of turn 10 now, and Yolmir's dropped back into turn 5. That is quite unfortunate. I believe we're going to have a report from the stewards after that one, as that was a bump pass if I've ever seen one. Super Ninas actually loses his bearings a little bit going into the chicane of 14 and 15. And I was going to have to deal with Random Serious as Random has DRS on this run down. He's trying to get into the slipstream. He just has caught it, and he's going for the inside line here, and they're wheel to wheel through turn 1. Actually, no, Random Serious is a clean overtake and is now into 3rd place. And Yolmir actually loses out another position. And Narniel is actually brought on right beside Super Ninas. They're going to battle into turn 4. Narniel will have the inside line. Super Ninas trying to send it all the way around the outside, using as much grip on that tire as he possibly can. He's not able to bring it back for turn 5 there, and Narniel will get the overtake done into 4th place.
Now, I remember when I was talking about Majako up in 2nd, how he was on 10-lap-old mediums, or now 10 laps old, and we were wondering, since everyone else was on fresh tires, if that was going to hurt him. Well, he's actually put 10 seconds between him and Random Serious in 3rd, and he's slowly closing that gap on Janet to win it. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to get there before the final lap, but if he can make up a little bit of time in this chicane here, going through 14 and 15, then maybe get the DRS. No, he's still a second and a half back. It's going to be a little more work to do for that. But as Random Series has picked up a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. I'm assuming that's for corner cutting, whether that be in or track limits, whether that be in 14 or 15.
Narniel's actually got 9 seconds worth of penalties, so as it stands right now, he's going to jump all the way down, probably into 8th place, possibly 9th. So we got a nice little battle. We got 3 wide into turn 1. JC actually opts out. Super Ninas is going to get the move done. Or sorry, Monkey's going to get the move done, and Monkey goes into 5th place now.
Yolmir tried to overtake JC on the left-hand side going through turn 3, but goes a little too wide, and JC is going to take that position. I'm loving this midfield battle right now between these couple cars, despite the time penalties. This is proper good racing here, isn't it? As Spoolin slowly making his way up into the battle now. He's currently sitting 8th, 8/10 of a second behind JC as they head over into, I believe that's going up into 9 now. Is he going to have the DRS? Yes, he will. We get a yellow flag in Sector 2. That's, I believe, Feeman has gone off? Yes, he's done something. His tires got gravel on him, so I'm assuming he's found the gravel there going into turn 5. As here we are on lap 17 now. Janet's got 1 lap to go here as he heads back into turn 1. He's put almost 2 seconds on Majako now. So Janet, from the looks of it right now, is going to win. Well, I don't know what other division he races in, if any, but he's going to go back to back to back if you count last Friday's races as well, and last night's. Actually, I've completely lied there. He did not win last night's race. I've just made a fool of myself. He almost did. He was catching him towards the end, but he finished second. So great showing so far from Jenna. He's put 2 seconds between him and Majako as they head up into turns 9 and 10 now, or just 9, then the DRS zone, then 10. As we got Spoolin on the back of JC as they head into turn number 6 now. As JC had a bit of a lockup going into that corner. So this is going to be a tight battle here. JC is probably going to try to overtake Monkey Mafia as they head into the DRS zone. JC, does he have the pace to do so?
Doesn't look like it. Monkey Mafia actually got a really good run out of turn 9 there and kind of took away the chance of JC to have any bit of overtaking. But Janet comes over to the line for his win. Jacko in second. Random Series is going to come over third as he finishes up the final turn. Doesn't look like there's enough track for JC to get a pass on Monkey Mafia here. Random's going to come over third. Like I said, Narniel currently in fourth, and he drops down the order with all those penalties as he goes all the way down into 8th. Ninas coming over for JC in 5th. Spoolin in 6th, Monkey in 7th, Narniel, as I said, in 8th, Yolmir in 9th, having a disappointing finish after the restart there. Narniel actually loses out on 7th place by 0.02 of a second.
Oh, jeez, look at that.
Nolasco Joaquin coming in 10th, Kaz in 11th, Joey Fishing into 12th, or Joe Egg Fishing, Money Matt 13th, Feeman 14th, Asnick having a disappointing day in 15th. He's going to look up to come back in Bahrain here, so hopefully we can see something special from him there, as I know he's a better driver from what was produced today. Need to edit that title.
Tim Lee, an unfortunate race for him, starting on pole, finishing it's a 16th for him. He's lost 15 spots since the start. But so I wasn't completely wrong earlier when I said Janet to Winnett's gone back-to-back 3 times. That was meaning the Friday races, as he won both of last Friday, and so far, race 1 tonight. So good stuff from him as well. So overall, good race. I was really enjoying the midfield battles that were going on there. Pretty much from 5th down to 10th or so. It was tightly contested that whole race. A little bit of drama at the start there, especially with Tim Lee, and I forgot who got into him there at the beginning, but that has really ruined Tim Lee's first race. But hopefully he'll be looking to bounce back as we head on to Bahrain here very shortly.
So you're still fairly new to the Midwest League. So a history of Tim Lee is that he is one of the fan favorites, constantly brought up in chat. The all the guys are 100% behind him. So just be sure to throw a little bit of extra love his way. We get in trouble if we don't. We have to abide by those rules.
Right. I'll be sure to do that. He was looking good at the start. I'll give him that. I tell you what, he really showed some pace early on. It's unfortunate what happened to him there. But I tell you what, these random qualifying grids definitely they really randomize a lot. So hopefully he's going to get a good starting position here. I'm not sure. I haven't seen him race too much personally, but I'm sure he's got the talent to do so.
Yeah, he's very into, from what we were told, he's very into the sim racing, and he's actually one of the guys that will drive cockpit view with absolutely zero assist and everything. So he doesn't make it easy on himself, and he doesn't want it to be.
Well, respect for that. That's very tricky. I can't even race without traction control, if I'm honest.
Yeah, right. No, I know. I'm not. I couldn't find myself up in Div 1, not near it. Really, I'm a controller racer. I mean, I can. It all depends on how much I've been playing. If I've been playing a lot,
yeah.
Like some days I'll crush like 3 races on my career, and at that, by the time I'm on that 3rd race, I'm way above my normal skill rating. But when I get into it in my first race, it's just an absolute mess. It's just ugly.
I mean, honestly, if I had money to have a sim rig and internet that wasn't a potato, I'd be doing it as well.
Yeah.
I don't personally race online that much. I mean, I do occasionally. It's just I'm not sure my internet can always handle it. But it's actually done okay. Maybe I'll get more into it. I only bought this game probably 2 months ago at this point, so still a little bit new to it. But so coming up next, Bahrain. I mean, what do you think of this track? For me, this is my probably one of my personal favorites, top 3 for me. I absolutely love this track. I love the racing, as we saw a couple weeks ago, and the actual F1 race was undoubtedly amazing. Both the regular layout and the outer layout that we saw, that people actually really seem to like that outer layout as well.
I think they also just love the fact of George Russell being in the Mercedes.
That was, you know what, that is depressing what happened to him, but I tell you what, come
yeah.
back in 2 years and he will certainly have that seat. There is almost no doubt in my mind for that, as Valtteri Bottas is surely going to fall off the face of the earth probably this next season, but that's just my personal take. As today it actually got announced that Checo Perez is taking over that Red Bull seat, which was undoubtedly the worst kept secret in Formula One, but good for them. Good for him. He completely deserves that seat as well. As as much as I liked Alex Albon going into last season, I feel like for a while he was doing okay, and then I don't know, just too many mistakes. The pressure got to him. I mean, obviously being second fiddle to Verstappen is surely got to put some pressure on, but Checo fully deserves that seat. So surely, and a lot of people on the Discord I was talking to a couple days ago in the poll questions I asked, they're also very excited for him. Of course, it wasn't announced back then, but them and the new McLaren pairing of Danny Ricciardo and Lando Norris is surely going to also turn some heads as well. Hopefully.
Yeah, McLaren is really smart in there with how they've handled this all. Especially, they've kind of really gotten out there with the fact of knowing that having likable drivers is as important, even if not more important, than having like that brand, that logo. And
not even
Sainz
that, and just
yeah,
and not even that, and just having a driver combination that actually like get along with each other. Because we've seen a lot of driver rivalries in the past. I mean, that's like pretty much the sole reason why Daniel Ricciardo went to Renault. Unfortunately, because I would have liked to have seen him in that seat for a little bit longer. But that's produced some solid results for McLaren, and as we're about ready to go here, that's my take on it.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah, that group of Sainz and Norris, especially Norris. Norris is a very beloved character in the F1 world right now, and Carlos Sainz is no slouch as well. But getting Daniel Ricciardo to be paired along with him, it's hard not to have him as, like, driver-wise and personality-wise, the most liked team on the grid.
Absolutely, and I think that the experience that Ricciardo has, he's also going to be passing along to Lando Norris, young driver, up and coming, certainly a future world champion there, if you ask me.
Quite possibly. But it looks like we've got JC actually up on the front here. We've got 5 red lights. We're about to go live here in Bahrain. Crazy Cadet starts 2 and actually gets a really bad start, and that
on the wall
forced
already.
his Spooling dub off into the wall. But JC's going to lead into turn 1. It looks like Yolmir's going a little bit on the inside line to try and get a good run here. We see a little bit of chaos behind us.
Bateman's gone off fairly wide in turn 1. I don't know what's happened to him, but he's well off the pace now. He's lost 8 spots on that start.
Very early safety cars. It looks like Tim Lee and Asnick got into it. And Asnick is out of this race. Not what he wanted to see. Some terminal damage, I'd imagine. And just not the Friday night that Asnick was hoping for here. We're going to have another restart of this race.
So JC's taken the early lead. He started on pole. Spulin, I guess, has made up a position, though it says, on my screen at least, he's made a position. Spulin's gone really wide there in the corner. I'm actually not sure what's just happened to him, but I couldn't tell you, honestly.
Loses out 4 positions from it.
Got Yolmir finding himself back in second place. So our previous race winner, Jinnit, he's started 14th. He's actually made up 4 spots since the start of that race. 14 lapper here. So probably not a lot of time, but never doubt his ability, as well as we got Yolmir, as I said, back up there. We got Nolis, he's up to 3rd now. He's made up 2 spots since the beginning of the race. Narniel's made up 7 spots, currently sitting 4th, as Monkey Mafia's got a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car.
Matt and Yolmir in pits, as is Elman Jacko.
So 2 early safety cars here on Friday. I'm not going to say I expected that, but you're meant to expect anything, so got a lot of cars in the pits here.
Yeah, over half the grid is actually into the pit. I wonder if there may be... Did anyone throw on a set of hards? So yeah, actually Money Matt, Yolmir, and Monkey threw on a set of hards. Gonna look to try and just last the rest of this race on those tires. Quickly looking at the penalty, Monkey Mafia still has to serve a drive-through penalty. Jacko and Joey Fishing also have 5 seconds, and Crazy Cadet is at 10.
Noticing a lot of these drivers started on the mediums. I don't know if that was... I mean, I guess that's... I mean, I'm not sure what to make of that. I'm not a strategist or anything, but as we saw last race, a lot of people started on the softs, whereas this race they started on the mediums and now. So this strategy of going to the hards after 1 lap is interesting, but it might actually pay off. Who knows? I mean, I'm not sure that the hards will be fast enough to hold everyone back, but it looks like no matter what tire you go for, the strategy is going to be about the same, lap 7 to 10 for either tire.
Now, Kenny in Division 1 is actually huge for pitting early and then just lasting on and getting enough pace on those hards. Looks like we've got a couple of guys going for that strategy today. Yolmir, I think, has the ability to do it. It's all about... It's pretty rough just being thrown into a different track. Pretty cold, especially because the 2 races are told within like a couple of hours before we go live here, so very minimal time for practice and kind of grab your bearings on your braking points and everything. Now, of course, the drivers have raced on this grid plenty of times on these tracks. countless amount of times. So, but still, it takes a little bit just to kind of refine all of that. And the second race of this Friday Night Series is a tough one because you're just kind of thrown right back into it and asked to just race simply when you haven't had any time of practice and whatnot.
So I'm looking at here, JC, currently our leader, has gone for the mediums. Everybody behind him, 2nd through 6th, has gone for the softs. I don't know if that puts JC in the hot seat or not, but I don't know if that's a strategy or something. But as we saw last race, though, it didn't really matter what tire you were on, as we saw a couple of drivers go really late. I think one of the drivers, I believe it was Majaka, was on, like, what, 13-lap-old mediums at the end of the race. So I'm not sure the tires are exactly a big factor here, though being on the softs right now couldn't hurt. So we're going to see if JC gets overtaken in these first couple corners once the safety car comes in. As we got Narniel, who personally I'm looking at, he's had a really brilliant start. He's made up 8 spots since the beginning. I'm not sure if he's just avoided any carnage or not, but surely showing some speed now.
So I think this is going to more help out the drivers that started on the softs compared to JC on the mediums, and I guess Janet as well, as they were able to save a lot of this tire compound on the softs in this restart here. So JC, like you said, he's going to be in trouble as the safety car is going to come in this lap, as the whole grid has started to bunch up now.
I think Janet's got a bit lucky on the safety car as well, because he was sitting in 10th and then everybody decided to pit. He currently finds himself in 7th, so a great start from him. I don't know if luck just kind of fell his way there or not, but good start for him. As here we go, back under 3 now. We got 3 wide there with Random Sirius trying to make some moves around Nolis as they head into turn 1. He's got Narniel on the inside. Is that 4 wide there going into 1? It was. And I think Narniel's just been shoved off the track. Possibly someone's gone wide. So we've got a car towards the back. Is that Feeman that's gone off? I think Feeman's DNF'd here. Something's happened to him.
Yeah, Feeman did DNF. Narniel and Random Sirius actually working each other for 2nd place here is JC Blackley. The way he did that restart is that even after that final turn of 14 and 15, going right up to the line pretty much until he put the foot to the floor and let it loose. Random Sirius goes off in turn 8 there and loses a couple positions. Now he's in a fight with Jinnit to win it. As with all the battling, Jinnit to win it was able to work his way back up the grid here, now into 3rd place.
Yeah, and I think JC got a bit lucky as in that respect, as they were going into turn 1, we had a 4 wide behind him trying to fight for that 2nd spot, and I think that's it's actually put a 2.5 gap between him and 2nd place currently. So actually he's gotten a bit, I don't want to say lucky there, but he's avoided anything that could have hindered his progress, as we see. I believe that's, we get a yellow flag somewhere.
Tim Lee is off around turn 13 there.
Tim Lee was making up a couple positions there after that restart. It's a shame. Not sure what's happened. He did find himself up into, I think, about 12th on the restart, and then something happened. I think he just got caught up in something. But we see Narniel possibly making an overtake on JC as they head into turn 1 and 2. JC got a little bit of loose coming in out of that corner. We do not have DRS yet this lap. They now head up into turn 4. Narniel's surely going to send it within this lap. I can almost bet you that he's going to. He's got only 0.3 of a second back.
JC goes wide around 5, opens up the door for Narniel, and looks like he's going to send it in around the corner of 8. Tries to hold that line. JC does give him room, and Narniel gets the move done.
Well, my prediction was correct. Narniel's taking the lead. JC certainly still within striking distance, as here comes Jinnit, now almost within a second, as he's found himself up into 3rd place. We got Random Sirius right behind Jinnit as they head over into turn 11. This turn 11, not one of my favorites personally. You run wide in that corner, you're going to lose a lot of time, very similar to turn 3 in Spain, as we just saw. But, see, JC Narniel's got really wide coming off of turn 13 there. The yellow flag. terribly. We've got a safety car
Oh,
again. Who's gone off this time?
Safety car. I think that was Crazy Cadet.
Narniel's going to come into the pits here.
Ooh, and Random's looking at a pass going into the pit lane on Jinnit to win it as he got right alongside him there.
Random Series picks up a 5-second time penalty for a severe collision with Jinnit. So I suppose that safety car couldn't have come out of the better couldn't have come out at a better time for the pit strategy here, as we were about to go on the strategy anyways. The pit window was going to be open, I think, next lap anyways. So Yolmir's found himself into first. Did he end up pitting?
Yeah, he pitted on the first safety car. Looks like as well as Joe Fishing and Crazy Cadet did. So Narniel's actually going to come out in fourth with the freshest tires, going for the mediums. JC in fifth, as well as Jin in sixth on the softs. So it's going to be an interesting restart here.
Yolmir's had himself a good race so far. He's found himself up into first. He made 5 spots. Jinnit to win it. He's picked up 8 spots since the beginning. Narniel's made up 7. And Crazy Cadet's gone invisible there for some reason. So this is going to be interesting. I mean, assuming that we're going to have a crazy start going into turn 1 like we did last time, we might see a bit more shake-up amongst the leaderboards here. But Yolmir's found himself in a good spot. He pit on the first safety car. I don't think he's going to need to pit again. He is on the hard, so I guess that probably was a good strategy, though. I'm not sure if that car's going to be as fast as the cars in the mediums behind him.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for sure. And also having a 3-second time penalty is going to make it even harder. Yeah, I'd imagine.
Currently, our top 3 have time penalties as well.
Yeah.
Didn't even notice that until now. Crazy Cadet's got 10 seconds, and he's currently in third.
Narniel is kind of set for this race here. Jen's got just naturally quicker pace than JC. Oh, did Joey Fishing? Oh, Joey went into the pit. Kind of an odd time to go into the pit now. He's thrown on. It looks like he's serving a penalty, and he's going to throw on some fresh softs. No, that's just kind of rotten luck for Nolasco, as he and Joey Fishing are actually in the same garage and pit crew on multiplayer cars, and them being the only 2 in the pit for new tires. So Nolasco actually had to wait.
So currently JC's found himself in fourth, and I think JC was doing really good. He was putting a lot of time in between him in second place, especially after the first safety car. Though I'm concerned that was because of the little bit of the action going into turn 1. So we're going to find out if he's got the pace as once this safety car comes in. This is going to be a tight battle for this top spot here. Though if I was Narniel right now, I wouldn't try anything too crazy, as both first and second of Yolmir and Crazy Cadet both have time penalties. I would just kind of, if I was him, I would just kind of sit back right now, though. Do his best to hold off JC from an overtake there, but he doesn't need to try anything too risky here. He just needs to kind of sit back and let it happen. You see Jinnit there sitting 5th.
Oh, so
safety car is going to be coming in this lap.
The car of Crazy Cadet is actually a bot. So Yolmir backs up everyone. So Crazy Cadet should just be able to overtake or get overtaken. Narniel should be able to overtake Crazy Cadet, like fairly easily. As if you're on with Narniel right now, you can see that Crazy Cadet is actually ghosting. So we're going to see that bot move all the way down the grid. Yolmir's backing everyone up. Comes around.
Very
14.
Reminiscent of Bottas at Mugello that time, causing the Second red flag in that race as they head down the straightaway, back into turn 1. Alongside with Narnil here, going to be getting the overtake, as he said, on Crazy Cadet going into 1. Jocko's picked himself up this 5-second time penalty for ignoring the yellow flag. Jinnet's moved himself up into 4th. He's got a yellow flag over in Sector 1. Random Sirius has gone off. What has happened to Random Sirius? He's around in the grass. As he rejoins the track, he's lost a lot of ground after that. As Tim Lee has moved up into 11th. Narnil and Yolmir here. Narnil's going to try to make a move around the right-hand side. Yolmir had a lockup going into the corner. I believe that was of turn 8. And Narnil gets the position. Narnil strikes at the right time. As here's JC now going to possibly try to overtake Yolmir. Somebody with another yellow flag. That's Random Series again as JC is going to try to overtake Yolmir. And coming into turn 11, he's got him on the inside. And now Jinnet's going to try to overtake Yolmir as well. Yolmir is seemingly off the pace right now. Is he on the hards? I can't tell if he's on the hards or not. I think he might be. Yeah, Yolmir's on the hards, so he's been overtaken by Jinnet, JC, and Narnil.
As a really good run, but just not enough room for him into that turn 14 and 15. Well, rides himself back into 4th after losing 3 positions off of the first lap.
And Yolmir is currently on the oldest tires in the top 10 right now, aside from Crazy Cadet, who's on 6-lap old mediums. But I'm not sure pitting at the first safety car and taking the hards was not exactly sure that was the best strategy for him, as he's lost a lot of positioning, which I was worried about coming into that safety car, because as you can see, the top 3 currently on 2-lap old tires, so as Yolmir as well has the time penalty.
So
looks was overtaking Crazy.
The second safety car hurt him more than anyone in this race. With that first safety car, he took it as a free pit stop and then decided to try and outlast with the hards. And then the second safety car kind of threw his strategy into a loop, as everyone else was once again given a free pit stop, and with him already being on the older hard tire compounds, it wasn't in his best interest to once again pit.
Now here's Jinnet slowly trying to make his way on JC as they head out of turn 15. And, well, no DRS yet, but here's Jinnet on the right-hand side of JC, and he gets the position. Narnil still has just under a second and a half back to Jinnet here. Now just a second. JC trying his best to hold on to third here, possibly make an overtake coming into turn 4. Is he going to try for the inside? No, he's going to stay conservative and stay, not try anything too risky. Narnil right now clearly showing a lot of pace here, starting to kind of extend the gap between him and second place as they head into turn 10, very tricky turn 10, and see if Jinnet can make up any time here. He does a little bit, possibly, not a lot.
Yolmir locked up again into turn 8 and lost a position to Mickey Mafia, and now looks like he's going to lose another one out to Money Matt, as Matt's working on him, and Money gets an overtake down for 5th place.
Tim Lee's found himself overtaking Nolas in turn 10. He's up to 9th now. Still down as Nolas tried to go to the inside. He's gone off the track a little bit, and Tim Lee keeps 9th. Tim Lee, I believe he started in 8th. It still says he's lost a position for me. I don't know. Oh, he got a little loose coming to. Oh no, Tim Lee's lost it.
Nolas got very ambitious there and hit the back tire of Tim Lee, and then both ended up spinning out. They're going to drop down the grid. Very unlucky.
Nolas was being a bit too. He was being a bit too aggressive there, as we saw coming into turn 11. He just completely went for the torpedo move.
Yolmir actually dove down 2 drivers on the inside line, but just those hard tire compounds aren't going to hold on for that move as he once again dropped back into 7th place. And now he's actually working on 6th once again on the inside of Super Ninas, looking to get the job done on those old hard tire compounds, but Super Ninas is able to hold on as they still battle, and then finally Super Ninas does give way and Yolmir will take the position 6. Sorry about that.
This battle amongst the top 3 here is going to get very close very shortly, as they're all within a second of each other now. So possibly an overtake here, one of these top 3 spots very shortly, as Jinnit had the DRS going down the straight, currently still 0.7 of a second behind Narniel as they now head into turn 13 and into this very long straight. As JC still kind of just vibing, he's slowly making some ground on Jinnit now as they head into turn 14 and 15. Jinnit's going to have the DRS now as they head down into the straights. Narniel tries to block, kind of. Jinnit goes on the right-hand side. Jinnit's going to take the position going into turn 1. Yellow flag again over in Sector 2 for something. As we have now JC, he could possibly try to make a move on Narniel in this next DRS zone going into turn 4. But Jinnit has taken the lead here with less than 3 laps to go. Made up 13 spots since the beginning of the race. Some of it was from luck, some of it was from a lot of the cars pitting early. But as you can see there, he's made that position up very nicely. And so Jinnit back on top here.
Yeah, that second safety car was a real factor in this race. As I don't think we'd have the same top
JC's
3.
gone really wide in turn 10. JC's completely missed the apex. He's lost a lot of ground in Narniel. But it looks like he's starting to make up some of that ground. That was a big loss of time there in turn 10. That certainly did not help him, as we have Kaz possibly going to be making a move on Money Matt here for 5th. Probably within next lap of school, and is retired from the session for...
Looks like he spun out somewhere.
I'm not sure. He's off in Sector 2. He's off in turn 8. As he just crashed.
Not too sure.
I can't tell, but he's off track.
I'm on with Nolasco here. I'm going to see if he has spun out and he is into the wall. Kaz looking to get a run down into turn 1 on Money Matt in a slipstream, and Money Matt pushes him to the inside line. Kaz goes very deep into the turn. Money Matt going for a switchback as they bump
they make contact.
Here. Money Matt and both drivers will actually get DRS once again, so Money Matt should be able to hold on to this position.
So now here's JC. Might be able to overtake Narniel here going into turn 10. He's going to get the DRS this time. This is going to be a close battle as they're going to be heading into 11 very shortly. Here they come. JC, is he going to try? Oh, he's still just kind of holding off a little bit. Tim Lee's left the session. It's a shame. Tim Lee was having a good race. He found himself, prior to the incident he had there a couple laps ago, he was doing well. He found himself back up to 9th, and unfortunately he's at the DNF.
Yeah, really unfortunate result for him there. Not what he wanted to see for sure. He got unlucky with Nolasco getting a little bit over ambitious coming around this turn that we're actually on right now, 13. Tim Lee's day was over after that. But Kaz and Money Matt are still battling for 5th place here. Kaz isn't going to have DRS. So it's going to get very interesting. Super Ninas is actually still working for the 6th place as well. Kaz has got a really good run down. Money Matt goes to defend the inside line. Whoa, pushes Kaz right off. Does a little bit of a Mazepin there. As Money Matt gets overtaken by the ghost car of Super Ninas.
I'm not sure what's happened to JC here in 3rd. I think JC may have gone off in either 5 or 6 because he was 0.3 of a second behind Narniel as they were going in, coming out of 4. Now he's over a second back. I don't know. JC's not even going to have the DRS in this straight. That's a shame, because JC was surely looking to overtake Narniel to go into second, and some things just happened there that I've missed, as they head into 11 currently. Janet's put 3 seconds between him and second place. Supernina's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, as there's another yellow flag in sector 1 somewhere.
Supernina's actually goes very wide into turn 11 here. And I'm not sure if you noticed, but it says Supernina's is down in 13th place, but his track position shows him being in 7th right now. Janet to win is going to come over the line for a second win of the evening. Narniel comes over for second.
JC's actually crashed going across the line, hasn't he?
I think he had enough room, so I think he just decided to just say screw it and send it into the wall. But it looks like Cass
we saw Janet do that at the end of the Div 2 race.
Supernina's says he's a lap behind, but I think that's just a lobby glitch. I believe Supernina's is going to get given 6th place after all is said and done here. It still says he hasn't even finished the race.
Majako has picked up 5 seconds, I believe, for not serving a penalty at the end of that race, so I don't know if that's going to shake up the results or not, but Crazy Cadets, he's picked up 5 seconds. But Janet to win it, going back-to-back again this Friday. I mean, that's crazy. He's picked up 13 spots since the beginning of this race. Granted, he got lucky with the safety cars and all, but the overtakes that he has had to make, he's done them well, and again, fully deserves this win. Narniel,
yep.
He's had himself a good race, finishing second, picked up 9 spots since the beginning. JC, well, he lost 2 since the beginning, but he stayed out of trouble. I would take a podium if I was him. He's actually had a decent day, despite losing 2 spots. Monkey Mafia, he's picked up 11 spots since the beginning, finishing 4th. Good race for him.
Yeah, some solid driving by a lot of the cars out here today, especially. Jacko and Random Serious, not the finishes that they were expecting. Like I said, a lobby glitch. I think we're going to find Supernina's jump up into 6th place there. As it says, I'm not sure if it's the same on your screen, but he's showing that he's still finishing up his final lap here.
Yeah. And now we find JC screaming the word podium in the Discord.
Yeah. JC's a hype beast, that's for sure.
So I gotta say, another really good Friday showcase here. Very good stuff. Lots of good racing, and honestly, it's such a challenge with not having any qualifying or practice. I mean, normally, I don't think we don't have practice before the normal weekly races, but still, no qualifying or practice whatsoever. These they literally take to the track and they get racing. So, very challenging for them. So, good stuff all around. I really enjoy this how these Fridays run as well. This is very exciting.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice short races, quick races.
Yeah, it's very exciting. It's just kind of everyone's just thrown in so cold, I guess, and they bring out some really solid performance, and I'm very excited to see what we've got for the rest of the year, as we don't know the schedule from week to week. All we do know is that once a race is used and it's taken off until we've used up all the races. Like I said, Stat is the guy who's choosing these races, so he is going to throw a wrench into the plan sometime soon here and put up a short track, so be ready for that, as he is really wanting to do that. So we'll have to see when that comes up here, but that's about it for this Friday night for the multiplayer series. I'm not sure, we've definitely got some sort of a lobby glitch here. The session is over.
Yeah, I was just seeing that. I was just looking. I said, well, the time's run out. Super Nina still apparently hasn't finished the race somehow. Interesting. Yeah, certainly some sort of glitch going on. But Yeah, I mean, Good Friday all around. The first race was pretty exciting. This race was exciting as well with the battles for the top four spots. Very exciting, especially after the first safety car. Certainly, the safety cars made throw a wrench in a lot of people's plans, but good race all around. Well deserved victory by Jinnah to win it, as he picked up 13 spots since the beginning. As you said, he's going to be racing in Division 3. I'd be on the lookout for him. Certainly up and coming.
Yeah, it's actually a draft from the Division 1 drivers, and I'm sure they're going to talk to their Division 2 counterparts and see what else they know about some of the drivers that are going to be up for picks. But I think he's going to be one of the... He's either going to go number 1 overall or number 2, so we're going to have to see how that pans out. But like I said earlier on in this stream, be sure to tune in tomorrow, as those D3 drivers are going to be on it for a showcase tomorrow night, as we do two 25% races, I think one in Canada and one in Brazil. So be sure to tune into that. Like I said, Monkey Mafia is setting all that up. I may be commentating, I'm not sure about that yet, or it may be Monkey Mafia, but whomever it is, it's still Midwest action, and be sure to check it out, and we'd love to have all the support from everyone that does tune into these races that we put on a weekly basis. But I'll run through the grid once again quickly before my 30-second timer runs out. Jinnah to win it, takes the win. Narniel second. JC rounding out the podium. Monkey Mafia in fifth. Monkey Mafia in fourth. Kaz in fifth. Sorry. Super Nina sixth. Money Matt seventh. Yelmir eighth. El Majako in ninth. Random Series 10th. Crazy Cadet in 11th. Alaska Joaquin in 12th. Joig Fishing in 13th, Spool and Dub in 15th. Actually, Spool and Dub DNFing, as is Tim Lee, Feeman, and Astanik. So, no points for them this evening, but some very exciting stuff. But I mean, that is about it for me there, Hotspot. You got anything left to say before I take it home?
No, just have a good Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and then we'll see you on January 7th, I believe. Well, we'll see you tomorrow as well, as that's being broadcasted. But the next league racing, January 7th, actually day after my birthday. So that's all fun and good. But yeah, have yourself a happy New Year, and we'll see you soon. Thank you again for inviting me into the booth for tonight. Lots good fun, good stuff.
No, glad to have you, Hotspot. Always an enjoyable time with you being a part of this broadcasting team. But we also have a couple of I guess events, we can call it, in between this and our season 2 restart after the winter break, as our Christmas bash is on the 23rd, so next Wednesday. If you tuned into our turkey bash, it's virtually the same thing. No rules, just pure chaotic racing, and it turns into mainly a mission of survival. So be sure to tune into that. That was absolutely exciting and very funny stuff last time we did it, as well as we got the Midwest Madness going on December 30th, which is a 1v1 3-lap racing tournament bracket, which I'll be putting on myself under this channel, of course, but it is the Midwest Madness, and it's going to be absolute fun and just excitement, as we're going to go into a 3-lap, or yes, like I said, 3 laps, and we're going to have only 3 circuits to choose from. So it's just going to be absolute battles on battles on battles, just running through the whole session. So be sure to tune into that as well. But like I said, that is about it from me and Hotspot on our Friday evening. Be sure to have a good rest of your weekend, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow to kind of start off your Saturday morning, depending on where you are in the world. Hopefully we'll be seeing you then. But like I said, be sure to go tune in and check out our Twitter and our Instagram page. All the likes and the follows are very much appreciated. Hopefully we'll see you all there, and have a good week. Oh my goodness, as I have a throat bubble. But have a good weekend. That's about it for me. Oh God. Okay.